Aho Nyat welcome back to another episode of Shanclen Shadow Productions, video 2. I know this is like my only second episode, but I'm already forgetting which episode I'm already on. Ugh. But anyways, so this weekend, I actually traveled back up north from Phoenix, Arizona to Holbrook, Arizona. For those of you who live in Arizona, there's a road that kind of goes up, and along that road, there's a turnoff for a scenic point. And throughout my life, I've always just driven past there because, like, of course, I'm just trying to get back home. But I actually stopped there this time. So if you guys, check out some of this footage. One thing I really think that's awesome about this location is the timing and everything that happened at that moment. Like I always said, I live in Phoenix, Arizona. It's been like record high temperatures, like over 110 for the past month, and there's like not been a lick of rain at all. So going there, it was cool. The weather was nice, and one thing that was really awesome was we caught it just in time as the thunderstorm was starting to roll in and the rain started to hit the trees, and it just smelled so good. One thing too with that is when it started to rain, I had my drone flying around, and then it started to pour, so I brought my drone back. And this camera that I have right here excuse me, this camera that I have right here has like one of those sunshades on there. And it's made out of metal, so when the rain started hitting, it's all ting, 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 ting. It's starting to rain again, retreat. So a lot of this footage that you might be seeing might be from my iPhone, so which is actually still pretty good. So yeah, it was honestly really cool because I was able to get some snapshots with this camera, as well as with my drone too. And I'll show you some of those shots right now. Let's start with this first one. When I was taking the photo, I had the idea. I was like, okay, let's get a shot of something that I want to hang up in my house. And I will. Who knows? I might be able to actually put this back behind me and everything. So it was honestly really cool to just really bring out that green color, kind of bring some darkness to it as well. I am Shanclen, warrior who walks in the shadows. So I like things a little dark. But definitely preference on who does their color grading on their photos, who likes it, type of style. There's literally so many different types of styles out there. But yeah, it was honestly really cool to do this photo. And then going to this next photo that I have is let me see. So this one is as you can see, it's not really accurate. But I always used to see photos of like fall time colors, and this is dramatic fall time colors where it's just completely red. This one was honestly really fun because I was able to experiment with the hues of changing green to red and all these other colors that went with it. And what was awesome with this picture is the creativity behind it. In my mindset, whenever I used to do photos back in the day, I used to always be like, okay, let's make it real. Let's make it real. But coming over the years of just doing this over and over again, kind of traveling now, it's honestly, my inner artist is kind of coming out. Hey, I'm an artist. Hey, I didn't draw that one, but shout out to the man who made that one. But it was honestly really interesting and kind of different for me to be able to alter reality like that, and to be able to put something in there that's not really real, but to show a different perspective on the landscape of what it could look like. I don't know how it could look like that if the rain blood. But yeah, so on to the next one. So at this next one, at the scenic view, it kind of drops off into a cliff. So this one right here, I used to be really scared of heights, but then I got into the solar industry, and I started to have got rid of my fear of heights, essentially. So I went up to the edge, stuck out my feet. And one thing I really tried to go for was the travel vibe. So with the travel vibe in this one, it really shows your shoes, environment and everything. Like you go out hiking, kind of outdoorsy kind of thing. And yes, these shoes are Dwayne Johnson's, forget the name of them, but they're Dwayne Johnson's shoes. Had them for over a little more than a year and they're still holding tough, you know. Big kudos to that. So it was honestly just to be able to show the beauty of the landscape, but also show some humanity aspect to it, I guess you can say. So yeah, those are just some of the photos that I took a snapshot of. Here's a couple more that I did along the way. Over here, this is all Apache land this way. So, you know, it's our relatives over here. We got a nice area, good rain. So, props to you guys out here. You picked a good spot. So after my travel going to Payson, Arizona, going through Payson, Arizona, I made it home. So my younger siblings were there, and so my sisters came up to me. They're like, hey, we're gonna go do a photo shoot. I was like, hey, I brought my camera. You guys want me to use the camera? And they're like, yeah. So here's some of that footage.
I like push their heads together. Wait. Wow, I like so pretty. Don't touch me!
The sun's already down, bro.
Yeah. No, you missed the badass sunset. Huh? You missed the badass sunset. Come into your truck. Get out of there! Dang it!
So what are we doing today?
We're pictures. Yeah. What?
This is gonna. Hey, come in! I know he is right here.
All over. That's all over.
Hey, just going on my YouTube.
Oh. Oh! I'm gonna be on YouTube channel? Stop. I'm so famous. Stop.
Okay, what aesthetics are you going for?
Why don't we go for the white, bro?
The horse corral? The horse corral has so much character.
It's like spinach. They're like this one. Don't get mad at me now. Come on, babe.
It's my brother. It's my sisters.
Hey. Whoa. Okay, ready? Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Okay, it's enough.
She's ready for it.
Let's go. It's never a dull moment with my siblings, honestly. So we ended up going on top of the hill to a nearby parking lot, and my sisters wanted to get some shots. You know, they got their makeup and got all pretty up and everything like that. And so this one was a big test for me and a big challenge for me because I had to really work with what I had around me. And by that, I mean, I've never done really night photography without proper equipment. So like I said, all I had was this camera that I had right here. And so the camera I'm actually shooting on is a Sony a7S III. Very, very good camera, I gotta say. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. If I ever do like a photo shoot professionally or anything like that, you know, I bring equipment, bring good lighting. And like I said, like lighting is like 100% of everything that you do as a photographer, videographer. Everything, you know, you want to change the mood, you want to do all these other things, you know, you're gonna need good lighting. So my siblings, oh my gosh, bless their souls, my youngest two siblings were the light operators for this photo shoot. So they actually had their little, you know, iPhone. They turned on their flashlights, and I was just like, okay, go stand over here, hold it right here, hold it a little bit lower and everything. We're just testing it out, having fun, you know, just laughing. And then here's some of the other clips to that too as well.
The warm, this is white, like white. That's warm.
Want you to do both?
Yeah, we can do both.
This is actually good right here.
Oh, really?
Look at that.
That is.
Come here, I know, but like there are shadows on you.
Higher?
We're all having fun. So with with everybody, just, you know, my younger sister was a DJ and as well as a light operator. So apparently I owe her $3 or $4. So, you know, subscribe so I can be able to pay my sister her proper wages. So it was honestly really fun to be able to test out these techniques, and we were kind of going for more city street look to it. And for this one, so here's some of those shots.
Wait, are you recording?
Yeah. Okay, how's the photo shoot going?
It's going really great, you know? It's like really giving. Okay, don't do that. Side eye, but majestic side eye.
Here's our light man.
How about we laugh?
I'm the music person. And I'm the music person.
Don't.
Oh.
Are you
Fake
recording?
laugh. Fake laugh like
Recording?
Yeah.
you have to.
Okay, well, stop
You have
it.
to laugh like a joke that sucks.
Come here, chill. That's gonna call it for today.
You owe me $1.
Probably post some of the shots. We'll see. I gotta get their consent.
You owe me $1.
But here we go. On our way home. That's a wrap. And I have to say, my sisters are getting very, very beautiful young women. Yeah, they're really growing up. Yeah. Love you guys. And then my little brother with his sunglasses. Oh my God. He always catches me off guard, that guy. So we tested out different lightings, and there was like 2 street lights that were there. One was like heavily orange, and the other one was like more of a normal white light kind of street light. So one thing I've kind of found out is I've learned to love the white light more so than the warm light, because if you have like more of a white light, you have more freedom and play to be able to adjust the colors of how you need to. If you go more toward like just straight up orange light, you know, it's hard to change that back because everything around in your subject is just orange. But you know, if that's your artistic style and that's what you're trying to go for, by all means, have fun. But for me, this one was honestly really cool because like everything just worked out perfectly. And even in the circumstances that you think that wouldn't work out good, you know, it just kind of worked out. So honestly, it was really cool. For those of you who do not know, Photoshop has released a new software called Generative Fill. So generative fill inside of Photoshop is pretty much you drag or you use a selection tool in your photo. You can adjust the photo and you can select certain areas and hit generative fill if you want to add something or whatever. So this one, because of technology these days and how things are going, I really wanted to try to see its potential of how it could change the scenery and background of photos. So here's the original photo and here's the edited photo. So as you can see with this one, it's a different background. But like how I said, with whatever customers you might be coming up to you, like the type of vibes they want to go, I can really see how this is like helps you out more so drive the story and the narrative of what your customer is trying to go for. So with this one, my sister, #my customer, really wanted to go for more of a city street kind of view. And so to be able to help complement the lighting, to kind of make it look a little bit more natural, I added some street lights in the background, some city lights, and was honestly really, really surprised with how it came out. And it's honestly really crazy because when you swap through the 3 options that they have on Photoshop, you know, you're just like, and then the photo, you could see the square where it was, but then your eyes adjust and it looks perfect. You know, there were some times it didn't look perfect, kind of looked really weird, but most of the time, you know, it came out really great. So to kind of add that depth, to kind of add more of a story of, you know, we weren't just in some random parking lot in the middle of the desert, you know, like it made it feel like we were in the city. We were actually getting city shots and everything like that. So honestly, a lot of fun. So also on my journey back, one thing I mentioned earlier was like I live in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, it's really hot and we don't get a lot of rain. So it's been a while since I've actually felt and smelt the rain. So, and that's what goes back to a lot of our sacred teachings, go the thunder beings, how it's very, very powerful. Whenever it rains, the thunder beings come around, you know, you sit still, you know, you just enjoy, because whenever that rain comes, life comes on the soil. Many wachoni, you know, water is sacred and water is life. I pulled over, I gave a tobacco offering to the thunder beings, and I decided to send up my drone too to try to get some landscape shots of the road coming back. And it was honestly really beautiful and really cool to be able to see the clouds, how it moves across the land, and how the fast the storm goes, and to be able to smell the rain. Oh my God, that by far is my favorite thing in this life, is to be able to smell like the rain, the wet dirt, or whatever you call it. But the smell of whenever rain comes around, it always brings a sense, it always brings a beautiful smell to it, healing, cleansing, you know, energies that come with it. And so I just enjoyed the drive, you know, rolled my windows down, had my hands out the window, blessed myself with the rain and the holy waters that the thunder beings gave. So yeah, thunder beings. So yeah, that's pretty much my weekend trip that I had going home. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. You're gonna see some more travel vlogs coming up like this, where I'm just going out and just trying new things. That's gonna end another episode for Shanclen Shadow Productions. This is gonna be video 2 of however many episodes I actually do in the future. But I'm honestly looking forward to bringing you guys some more awesome content. If you guys would like to see more type of videos like this, or anything else that you guys like to see, like I said, I have a lot of different content I'm going to be making on this channel, just having fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. And so be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Aho and hagone. I hope this comes out good. I don't know what else. So yeah, that's gonna at this. I saw this next photo when it dropped. Aho and yacht. Be able to learn how to find